So Penn State returns 4 starters, and this unit helped Penn State average 5.3 yards per carry. I'm in love with the Penn State offensive line for the reason that they are big. All of them, outside of I think Nick Dawkins, but all of them are 6'3", 6'4", all the way up to 6'8", and weigh 300 or more pounds. So it is a big unit. It is a long unit. Heck, even Nick Dawkins is 6'4". So all of them are 6'4", up to 6'8". It's crazy. And that even reigns true throughout their depth, with the exception of Dominic Rulli, who's a walk-on at center. They're all tall, they're long, they're athletic. The blue chip ratio of this unit, you know what it is? 71%. So they have more. Okay, so Jevin Williams was a 5-star. Cooper Cousins is a 5-star. Nolan Rucci was a 5-star. Malachi Goodman is a 5-star. They have 4 5-stars in the O-line. 4 of them. One of them in Cousins will start. No, two in Cousins and Rucci will start this year. Ohio State has 0 5-stars on the offensive line. Michigan has 2. Actually, technically 1. Babalola is the other one who is a summer addition, is close. But they're true freshmen. Oregon, got to think about this one, actually. I don't think Oregon has one right now. I don't think they have a 5-star out of high school offensive tackle or even lineman right now. I don't think USC does. Nebraska doesn't. It's Penn State, Michigan, and maybe I'm forgetting someone, but Big Ten offensive lines are having a down year, I think, outside of Penn State. Before we resume this segment, please take a few seconds of your time to make sure you have liked the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for the channel and for any team podcasts and playlists linked in the description, and also comment your thoughts down below in the comment section and join my Discord server via the description. All of those things I just asked you to do are completely free, and they sign you up for things related to my channel, or they don't sign you up for anything. No cost to you, and all the benefit to you because we release daily college football content here on College Football with Sam. If you want to support the channel monetarily, sign up for a YouTube membership, or check any other links in the description for my merchandise store and Patreon page. Thank you very much, and let's get back to the segment. And maybe Oregon's starting caliber ones. The other ones have either depth concerns, talent concerns, just different things like staff continuity or lack thereof. Penn State's O-line is, I think, the best by a mile in the Big Ten. No one is close to this unit. So they have Dawkins, Ione, Cousins, Rucci, and Shelton are the projected starters right now. Although Anthony Dunco is going to compete for one of those tackle spots for sure. The backups are Rulli, Birchmeier, Shanahan, Dunco, and Williams. So 4 of the 2 deep are 4 stars or 5 stars, and all of the starters except for Ione and Dawkins, who despite being high-level 3 stars are some of the better players in the line, are 4 stars as well. 7 of the 10 2-deep are blue chippers. And that doesn't matter all that much, but it matters when you factor in development. And they're tough, physical. They have helped Penn State formulate a powerful rushing attack. So an example of this is that, like, the Ohio State game wasn't all that good. It was not. Like, Ohio State was able to stop the run and run the ball better than Penn State was. Ohio State won the line of scrimmage there. What was impressive is as the season went on, the rushing attack got better. And against Notre Dame, when they kicked Notre Dame's rear at the line of scrimmage, but lost because Notre Dame won the air battle, which is honestly a comedy of errors. Like, for Notre Dame to win the battle because they had the better passing offense in a game is insane. But it happened. That's how they won the Orange Bowl. That was impressive. They returned that core. They upgrade it through another year, preseason of conditioning. And honestly, last year, if they had any receivers against Ohio State, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they won the trenches against Ohio State that day slightly, but because Ohio State's receivers were this much better and Penn State's trench play was only this much better, it didn't matter. That could be it too. Same with game day decision making. Day, of course, for the nth year in a row out coaching James Franklin. But that could change this year. Or maybe it doesn't, but Penn State's so talented everywhere else, and especially on the O-line, that Penn State wins it all. I'm picking Penn State to win it all, and I'll mention that in every Penn State video I talk about. Nick Dawkins is a big part of the reason why. At 978 snaps, healthy. 61.7 PFF grade, which I think is underrating him a bit. At 6'4", 297 pounds and an 88 overall. Wouldn't shock me if he was 300 pounds this year, finally hit that number. Ole Vega Ione I have as the best guard in the nation in the Big Ten. 73.4 PFF grade with 985 snaps. He's 6'4", 234 pounds, 89 overall of high school. Cooper Cousins, 56.2 grade, 172 snaps, so not very good, but I think in his second year, standing at 6'6", 308 pounds, and 96 overall of high school, per the composite, he was a 5-star. I think he's going to be insane this year. It's going to be really mean, really good. Nolan Rucci is 6'8", 308, 73.2 grade with 614 snaps, 98 overall of high school in the 2021 class. I think he didn't allow a sack last year at Penn State. I mean, Penn State's pass protection early in the year was shakier. Later in the year, it got better in huge part because of Rucci. No disrespect to Dunco, who got hurt and Rucci replaced him, but Rucci came in, it's like, oh yeah, that guy's a 5-star. Future NFL offensive tackle. Speaking of Dunco, 447 snaps last year, 68.1 grade, 6'5", 334 pounds, low 4-star of high school. I'm happy that he's back, recovering from his injury nicely. I think he's going to be even better this year than last year, and it's the same with Drew Shelton, the other tackle. 6'5", 308 pounds, 93 overall of high school with 970 snaps. Really, really prototypical NFL offensive tackle we're talking about there. Some other players to pay attention to are center Dominic Ruley, guards Alex Birchmeier and TJ Shanahan Jr., and tackle Jevin Williams. Shanahan, Birchmeier, and Jevin Williams all 4-stars out of high school. Dominic Ruley was a preferred walk-on for Penn State. Don't know if he got a scholarship this year or not. But this offensive line is a deep unit, and I like it to be the best in America. It's their biggest X factor, I think, on the whole team is this O-line. I mentioned how in 2023, Michigan ran the ball 34 straight times on Penn State, and I think over 50 times overall. And they dominated Penn State. The scoreboard did not show how dominant that victory was. Like, Penn State was never, ever winning that game. They weren't. They could have had, maybe they had, a better receiver, or Aller was in year 2 instead of year 1 starting, and both of those things were the case, but it wasn't. Given the circumstances in the rosters, Penn State was never winning that game. Now, I think this Penn State O-line could run for 30-plus times on someone and game control them to death and completely take them out of the game. I think they could do that to a lot of teams this year. They probably don't have the defense or face enough big-time opponents that lack a wide receiver core to just completely game control them like that. But I imagine that they, with the running backs they have, the quarterback and wide receivers, would also score more than that Michigan team did on a comparable defense. And I don't think they face a defense of the caliber of 2023 Michigan this year, or even really a defense close to that. Oregon won't have a defense of that caliber. Ohio State won't. And no one else on their schedule will. This is an X-Factor O-line, full of All-Americans, full of future NFL players. The only other unit that I would liken it to, potentially in the Big Ten, is Oregon, but I think depth-wise they're way behind. Starter-wise they're behind too. Nationally, it would have to be Notre Dame. Notre Dame is the only other unit where I can look at you, and with Joe Rudolph coaching them, comparable to Phil Trautwein, and with the talent they bring back and the experience they bring back, I can say, okay, yeah, that line can be better than Penn State's, for sure. But I'm not picking it to be, and outside of that, I don't really see any other offensive line that will be better than Penn State's this year, perhaps. And this impacts the team because it gives Penn State a high floor. So I am of the opinion Penn State is a lock to reach the playoffs. They're not going to go worse than 10-2. No opponent on their schedule have a superior O-line, which allows Penn State to set the pace. That gives Penn State a high floor as well, because with Singleton and Allen behind them, the Lions will have an explosive, consistent ground game. They'll probably, in all of their games, have the better run defense and rush offense compared to their opponents. This will also help the pass offense improve, because with better pass protection, plus Aller having receivers, he should be able to get the ball out quicker, have easier throws to make, and that'll make him more comfortable in general. Injuries won't destroy them too. So take Oregon, Iowa, Indiana, Ohio State, and Nebraska. Those will probably be the best O-lines they'll face in the regular season. Oh, Rutgers too. If any of those units get hurt, the entire line probably has to shift, go through some tries and rotations to figure out which the best one is, and that'll be painful. And they'll take a permanent step back. Penn State could probably lose one player, either mostly at tackle, but maybe even guard too, and the drop-off would be much more sustainable and easier to work with than if you were another O-line and had a key injury. So that really helps. And finally, again, I think it'll be college football's best offensive line. The depth, talent, and experience gives me confidence that this unit will be absolutely elite. It will be elite because they have 9 capable offensive linemen. 9 of them. And very few can say that. Very few can say that they have 3 future NFL offensive tackles in their offensive line. I don't know which, if any, program nationally in college football can even say that. Thank you for watching College Football with Sam. Make sure that you've liked the video, subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell for the channel and team playlists and podcasts in the description, joined the free Discord server where we talk college football 24/7, and have commented your thoughts down below. Check out the description for any ways you can support the channel monetarily. Everything else I've asked you to do is completely free, and your support means the world to me. We're trying to become the next big thing on college football YouTube. 6-figure subscribers, maybe 1 million one day. I think we can do that. And also check out any videos or playlists, anything in these columns right here, where there will be videos and playlists. Yeah, you get the point. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one.